guy from the other team, he hasn't joined yet.
I told Jim to reset his game.
What to expose thingy?
Casting first game, he said.
Oh, the first game. This is first game.
Yeah, this is first game.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting 2 maps to cast, both on Cafe.
The fucking map ban system's retarded.
I know, I'm surprised that you guys picked Cafe twice. I didn't even know it would be allowed, to be honest.
What's allowed?
I said I wasn't 100% sure that you were allowed to have the same map twice in a row, but in this league apparently you are.
Oh, look good. Jim, you dyslexic when you spell your name.
No, I said that.
Flip all the spellings. Jim, you're an Nexecute, yeah?
No.
Where's your 5th player, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hello.
We waiting on our 5th.
Yeah.
Hello, sexies.
5th is getting fucking
Wait,
Oh shit, Robbie, you can't see perv.
Oh,
Shut up, Lenny.
Oh, shut up, man.
You got carried the diamond by Ollie.
I wouldn't have that.
Barakat, I know you from somewhere, man.
Yeah, he's a Randy.
Oh, shut up, Lenny, you gay.
You're 0.8 KD in gold.
You literally had to get a smurf to get diamond because you couldn't do it on your main. You got 1.0 on your smurf.
Your diamond and your KD is 1.0 on a smurf.
On a smurf.
Yeah, he got carried by me.
And no big Ollie, yeah.
Not me.
Well, that KD win-lose ratio does say you're legit.
Shut the fuck up, you little fucking diamond!
Oh yeah.
Calm down on the toxicity, guys. Where's your 5th?
Hi, Davey.
He's fucking sucking the stick, man.
I'm just giving all you lot captain moves, you can see his tracks and shit.
Yeah. There we go.
Alright, is everyone ready? Everyone ready, yeah?
Ready.
Yeah, we're ready, yeah.
What up?
Alright, may the best team win. Good luck, guys.
Okay, you can start.
boys.
I was ready, man. Protest.
Looks like we're already gonna have a rehost. Thatcher ban coming out from Complexity. Interesting ban. These are looking like some default bans coming out from Complexity and Nexecute. Nexecute with a mirror ban, default ban for Cafe. Valkyrie, that's an interesting ban. Looks like Complexity don't want to be run out on with the Valkyrie ban. Nexecute running a very frag heavy lineup here, as we see Complexity choosing to go to Reading Room Fireplace first. Interesting first pick for them. 6th pick off the Thermite to the Sledge, interesting choice. Looks like Nexecute's going to be going for a top floor take as they're running the Sledge.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Looks like Complexity are going to be holding the top floor pretty heavy here with their defense. However, they're castling off Cigar, so it looks like it's just going to be an east side hold of Cocktail, washrooms and top white.
10 seconds to go.
Doorway secure.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a
Spawn
bomb
kill
and
coming
defuse
out
it.
from the Jaeger. It's interesting. But can't find anyone in the park spawn.
ATS deployed and ready to go. Loading mag.
Looks like Nexecute going for a heavy top floor clear. Bit drone work going into bar. Spotting out the castle on move out.
I'm out.
Looks like Sophia's going to be entering onto top red.
Drone activated.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Two players of Nexecute dropping down red. However, they have stalled out a minute and a half already halfway through the round and have very little map control. It's not looking too good for them. They're using the impacts to take down the concussion mines. The castle's getting taken out. And Nexecute had just taken top floor control. 1 minute left. A quick turn of events. Smoke taking a bit of fire. And the Ash finds yet another kill onto Fanatical. Jaden fights back with one onto the Pope. Need to slow down and drone. Jaden finds another one for his second of the round. It's all left up to Robbie and Jaden in the 2v3. Robbie finds the head of the planter, but gets wall banged. Nice refrag coming out from Jaden to bring it down to a 1v1. The diffuser's going down.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
This is not looking too good for Jaden, and he's on very little HP and he doesn't know the position of the sledge. Retaking top floor control, this is a wise choice coming out from Jaden. Will he be able to find the sledge on the vert? It's not looking successful so far in the round. Vaults down into pillars and has very little time left. Sledge just going to bait out the time.
Attackers need to protect it.
Jaden wins the 1-on-1, but he has no time left for the defuse. First round being taken by Nexecute. A really nice clear of the top floor of Cafe coming out from Nexecute. This time Complexity are going to be choosing Kitchen, a wise decision as they just got wiped out with their top floor hold on the Reading and Fireplace. Wonder if they'll have any more success on their bottom floor defense. Interesting 6th pick off the Bandit. To a Maestro, no wall denial. This is going to be an easy breach for the Thermite than the Hibana, as they're not contesting the walls. Maybe we'll see them opening up and extending their hold.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Interesting. Looks like a pretty default hold here coming out from Complexity.
10 seconds to go.
Interesting how they put the shotgun holes on the red wall.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Not reinforced bakery either. Leaving them quite vulnerable for the breaches. Looks like a top floor down from Nexecute, as they were very successful on it last time. However, Jaden is roaming on cocktail side of top floor. The drone's coming in from Nexecute. Jaden just waiting out for time, and he gets taken out by the Hibana trying to take the one-on-one, loses the fight to Becca Jr. as she advances down the stairs. Pretty aggressive plays coming out from the Hibana of the blue team, but she's just taken control, taken out the Roma, and soft hatch left to her for open. It's interesting, very little run presence coming out from the orange team, and a rotation in freezer. Just left open, unguarded. Will Robbie be able to hear the Hibana? This is the question. Nexecute now just going to be making lots of vertical holds to pressurise the anchors. Castle playing close. It's going to be a very powerful position if he gets misthrown. Hibana's just pushed through to bar. Castle hears the sound cue. Hibana not knowing the position of the castle. And Hibana's just walked onto site. 5v3 now. The plant is going down, and another pick for the Hibana. Second in the round as she just walks in sight. 5v1 situation, diffuser down. This is not looking good for Complexity. And the final pick coming out from Inbred Pope. flawless round. Complexity are really going to have to step it up as Cafe is a defender-sided map. It's going to be interesting to see how they pull this back. It's looking like Nexecute just going to be running the same lineup. I mean, if it's working, they wouldn't want to change it. Complexity are going to be taking top floor, as they failed on both other sites. If they don't win this round, it's really not going to put them in a good position on the split, because if they go 3-3, then it's very defender-sided. They preferably need to get 4-2, otherwise it's probably not going to be very likely for them to take this map.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Interesting pick on the Goyo. See where these shields are going to get placed. Casting off cigars from the double door. We're going to see Complexity playing Pixel with the one mine.
Discovered the location of a bomb.
Really common spot to put the one mine. Just soaks up so much utility.
10 seconds to go.
Interesting how they haven't reinforced any of the washroom walls. I wonder if they've done this intentionally. Yeah, putting a rotation. Wow. It looks like a heavy hold on Cigar, but all Nexecute really have to do is breach top red and get a few people on the windows. As soon as that castle barricade's broken, Complexity are going to be in a lot of trouble. And Nexecute appear to be going for a heavy Cigar take, so it's not looking great. It's just going to be a utility war in Cigar. Bit of drone work coming out. And an early pick from Robbie. Very nice pick onto the entry of the blue team.
I will watch over us. Perimeter defense online.
Blue team have spotted that it's a heavy Olden Cigar.
Reloading.
Sledge drop sledge. It's just
Bomb
going to be.
located by
He's going to
attackers.
have to take the one-on-one against the Wamai.
Tango located. Third floor.
Wamai disc soaking up Sledge's grenades. And he's going to go for the second. No. Interesting angle play coming out from Robbie here. Sees the Sledge and lands the shot, taking Ledge down. Refrag coming out from the Ash onto Jaden.
Reloading.
And Robbie's playing quite aggressive here on this shield. Scar shot pass is broken. And Nomad's taken site control. Just walks into Freezer. Gets taken out by the Goyo. Nice crossfire coming out from Baraka and Fanatical to take down the Nomad. All left up to Ash Yeagermain and Becker Jr. in the 2v4. Robbie getting his third kill for the round from Pixel. Will he get the finish? Yes, he will. Can he find another? Robbie up for the 4K now. Position of the Ash is not known as she rotates back to Cigar shot. However, Baraka and Jades are holding a nice crossfire on move out. Baraka pre-firing some shots, giving his position away to the Ash. Ash taking some fire from the smoke. It's looking like the defense will take their first round, and Robbie with a 4K. A very nice round from him and some nice angle play seen at Pixel. A very nice round. That is the round that Complexity needed to get them back in the game. It's very well played. Hopefully they'll use this to get some momentum. Hopefully take a few more rounds. similar lineup, but Nexecute are going to be switching the Nomad for the Gridlock. It's an interesting switch, but I think it's going to work out for them because Gridlock brings that bit more utility with the smoke grenades and the shotgun. And especially for the top floor take, it will give them that bit extra to make some vertical pressure with the shotgun. It looks like a same setup coming out from Complexity as they did previous round on breeding. It's interesting because the last time their setup didn't work too well as Nexecute just sweeped the top floor and got it to a 5v3. No refrags coming out from the orange team, so they need to double up and hold some crossfires, and then they might be able to fight off the attackers.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
You'll see Jaden roaming cigar side to try and burn a bit of time. But he just falls back. Looks like again a top floor take coming out from Nexecute. They've been successful both times they've done the top floor take, so it's good to see them use it again. What will be interesting to see is will Complexity be able to adapt to these top floor takes, and Barakat with their entry pick. 2 rounds in a row the entry pick has come out for the orange team. It will be interesting to see if they'll be able to make this convert into a round win or not. Thermite's already taken control of Cigar and he's going to be getting Washrooms Wall, and Barakat with his 2nd kill of the round. Playing very aggressive here. Thermite just... the reaction times are unreal. He just looked at his head and didn't shoot. He may have just thrown the round for his team. He could have had the refrag and stopped Validus from getting lit up. But no, he just didn't shoot at the castle. He's playing very aggressive on Thermite, and he gets taken down as he's in a 2-way crossfire between the Jaeger and the castle. Not even using his exothermic charges to get the wall. It's very poor play from him. Gridlock's going to be pushing down to Nubalk. Locked out by a castle barricade. Cross and gets taken down again. Barakat with another kill of the round. Claiming his 3rd. All left up to Ash Jaegerman. It's going to be interesting to see if the Ash will be able to get the 1v5 clutch. Finds one. Jaden just playing very passive here. Flashbangs coming out. Ash swinging the corner. Finding Jaden. Jade's not quite able to get the refrag. However, Ash only has 20 seconds. Drops the hatch into laundry and takes reading. Finds another triple kill. Will he be able to clutch out the round? That is the question. 10 seconds left on the clock. A 1v2 situation. And you find the 1v1. 4 seconds. Finds the smoke, and it's all left up to Robbie, who is nowhere to be seen. Rotating around through pillars. Clonk goes down, and Robbie lands a shot, but it's not quite good enough as the Ash is just retreating to top floor to hold the vertical angle. Will she be able to find it? No. Moves into bar.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need to protect it.
Robbie's just finds the Ash on the pulse scanner. Ash making the vertical roll from his freezer. Robbie throwing the C4 and not being successful. Goes for the defuse. Fakes it. Will he be able to win the one-on-one against Ash? No, he won't. 8 seconds left, and it's looking like it's going to be a 1v5 clutch. Robbie's going for the defuse, but he's got no time, and the Ash going to be potatoing her shots. And a 1v5 clutch for Nexecute. An incredible round from the Ash. really, really nice fragging capability, proving to his team that Ashmains can frag. That really knocked Complexity's confidence, losing a 1 versus 5. It's just, they weren't playing close enough together, and they weren't playing for refrag. They just didn't seem complete there, not doubling up. Just seems like they were not communicating whatsoever, just threw the round away. Reading again for Complexity. Looks like the exact same setup again, even though they've been unsuccessful 2 rounds in this map already.
Seconds left. 5 seconds to insert.
Yeah, looks like the exact same setup coming out from Complexity. They did put up a much better fight on the top floor though. They held the crossfires, they doubled up, and they got it down to a 5 versus 1, and then they just sort of peaked and lost their gunfights to the Ash. Ash really showed up for his team and just clutched out the round. It's insane how Complexity could just threw the round away. Looks like again another cigar take coming out from Nexecute. Robbie spotting out the thermite on his cardiac sensor. Will he be able to find the C4 onto the player's pushing cigar? IQ breaching across the barricade on White Window and finding the pick onto Jaden. It's a really nice early pick coming out from her. Nice angle play and use of the upside down rappel. Oh, it's going to be breaching freezer wall. And he just pushes through. However, Robbie below with a C4 and he gets taken out through the vert holes. Really nice angle play from Becca Jr. here, just holding down the site, taking out the thermite. Yeah, and blue team have got full control of top floor. The defenders have just got to hold down the site for a whole minute and 20. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to cope with all these vertical holes being made above them.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And the IQ just finds another one. Is it going to be 2 aces in a row for the blue team? Becca Jr. just destroying, just taking site control. Jade's fight back with one onto Inbred Hope, taking out the Zephyr, but the plant's going down. However, the smoke has retaken top floor and is in a very powerful position on Noob Out.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
Robbie also making his way from mining, but the smoke finds another one in the one-on-one with Validus David Gravy, and he gets the knife. It's all now left up to Becca Jr. Up for the 8. In reading, he hears the defuse, and Robbie's covering for him, but Robbie looks the wrong way. No! And the ace! 2 aces in a row for Nexecute. This is incredible. And Complexity just throwing yet another round. Just looks like the comms of Complexity are just not, they're just not happening. The communication was poor, and the position of the IQ should have been known, as she had already taken out 3 of the players in the round. But the communication just isn't there. Two amazing clutches from the fraggers of the side of Nexecute, really showing up for their team. going to be taking the top floor with the same setup, the Goyo and the Wamai. Heavy hold on Cigar. This is the only site that Complexity have actually won, so it'll be interesting to see if they can win it again. They actually ended it in a flawless round. Nearly. Let's see if their defense will be as effective as it was last time.
5 seconds to go.
Robbie making the same vertical holes. And one of the orange team has left the game. It looks like we're going to have a rehost. Looks like a cigar take coming out from Nexecute. Wasn't successful last time, but it looks like they're going to make it work now, especially because it's a 5v4. Looks like Jaden's rage quit, as his team are through 2 rounds in a row, given Nexecute 2 aces back to back. Bit of drone work coming out from the Thermite onto Cigar. Spots the C4. Strange C4 placement here, as it's making a lot of noise and alerting the attackers to its position. Finally takes it out. But it looks like Complexity have 3 players with shields facing Cigar, so it's not gonna be an easy take for Nexecute. Ash finds one onto the Wamai, very nice angle play, and Thermite whiffs his shots on the castle. The Ash finds another one, her second kill of the round, and they just push on in. Becca takes out the Goyo, and a flawless round. Really nice round from Complexity. Nexecute even, oh my god. Jaden returns to see his team 5-1 down. Looks like Complexity are going to have to make a miracle happen on their attacks if they want to pull this back. 5-1 down when they had defense first is just a lackluster performance. Don't think there's any coming back from this, but from what we've seen this game, lots of clutches, lots of aces. Maybe they can make it happen, but they're going to have to get some serious motivation, and they're going to have to do some incredible things to make this work. It looks like they're going to be going for a top floor clear though. Just taking a while for Jaden to load in as he left the game. Nah, it's not my team.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Looks like a very frag heavy lineup coming out from Complexity. I'm not surprised, because they're going to need to get these frags to pull this game back.
Bombs located by attackers.
Same with Nexecute, playing very frag heavy, but they clearly have shown they have the gun skill to take this map. As some insane solo performances coming out from Becca Jr. and Ash Jaegerman.
10 seconds to insertion.
An ace from each of them.
5 seconds.
Fraggers just showing how well they can frag when they're in the clutch situations. Spawn kill. Barracat taking 25 damage off spawn. Should be watching these things, especially when they're 5-1 down. They could capitalise off that if they get that early pick, take the round. Looks like a pretty standard setup coming out from Nexecute. Barracat gets the entry onto the Ella. Nice pick coming up from him. Jaden looks like he's about to drop red hatch, seeing if he can spot out any roamers down the bottom of red stairs.
Deploying a drone. We are now protected. Perimeter defense online.
A nade thrown down to find the C4. Oh no.
Target located. Third floor. My turn. Cover your ears.
This is interesting. Now we see the Nomad on white stairs, white corridor window, and Jaden gets a nade kill onto Ashegame Becker Jr. with the refrag. It's going to be an interesting fight here from Validus David Gravy, and he finds the head of Fanatical. Really influential pick. 3v3 situation now. All but one of the roamers has been taken out. And Becker Jr. finds another onto Jades. Looks like Nexecute are just all running suppressors. Can he find another? He swings the corner but loses the gunfight to Jaden. Jaden gets his second of the round. 2v2. Barakat and Jaden. Two of the standout performers from Complexity. Will they be able to clutch it up?
Reloading.
Doubling up quite nicely here as it's Smoke over my left in the 2v2. Some nice bullet hole angles coming out from the
A
ledge.
bomb has been located.
Just Davy Gravy just falling back and holding the safer angle.
My toxic babes are in position.
Smoke's going off as we hit the 30-second mark. And Smoke whipping his shots and getting taken out by the sledge. Jaden just pushes into Freezer. Will he be able to find the final pick for his round? He's up for the 4K, but he just pushes in headlessly and loses the fight. However, Barakat's there for the refrag. Really nice plays from Complexity, doubling up and winning out the 2v2. Barakat and Jaden clutching it out. There has been no call for a rehouse so far, so it looks like it's just going to go ahead in a 4 versus 5.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Will Nexecute be able to keep up their early game lead in the 4v5?
Attackers have located a bomb.
Saint, we can scrim anytime, any day, 5 o'clock, best of 2 if you want. Looks like a similar sort of setup, just default setup coming
Bomb
out from
located by
Nexecute.
attackers. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left before insertion.
I'll DM you after I finish casting these games, Saint, alright?
The bomb.
Looks like it's going to be a cigar take coming out from Complexity. But no player on Pixel from Nexecute. Interesting setup here. As they have Malusi in washrooms, just teabagging. Jaeger on the roam down in fireplace. Trying to... Sounds like he hears the rappel on white window, the upside down rappel. Will he be able to find the head of the Sophia? And he lights her up, 75 health. Can't quite find the head. Ledger losing a sliver of HP to a grenade, and the second comes in. Jades takes out Legion. and it's a 5 versus 3. Nice frags coming in from the barricade. Nomad rappelling back down onto White Stairs window. Jaeger finding head of Fanatical, and Ledge finding Jades. 3v3 now, evened up. Barricade fights back with one onto Inbred Pope. Ledge loses some health to the Zephyr. Zephyr's just taking control of washrooms, and Davey Gravy has to win the fight against the Zephyr if he wants to win the round. C4 coming up from Davey Gravy. Injures the Zephyr. Does he know? And the Zephyr withstands. Davey Gravy just doesn't realise that he's injured Zephyr. Ledge gets a finish onto the Zephyr, and Davey Gravy whiffs his shots on the Sledge. Sledge taking down Ledge, and Robbie taking down the other one, closing out the round 5-3. I wonder if the 5th player will be joining back or not. Looks like a DC. It looks like a rehost now. Yeah, rehost 5-3 to Nexecute.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So we'll be rehosting at 5-3 as soon as possible and getting straight back into the game. Cocktail and is it kitchen? I'll invite them back now and we'll rehost at 5-3. Yo.
Wait, I'm inviting people.
Yeah, I invited one from each team, so they should be joining. You got a really nice ace, though. I was not expecting you to clutch that.
Wait, what did it say? Oh, I was inviting people, I didn't hear.
You got a really nice ace, I said. Was not expecting you to clutch that.
Wasn't an ace though.
Yeah, it was. 1v5.
I didn't kill the post.
It was you that clutched the 1v5, wasn't it?
Timer. It was me, yeah, but it didn't. Like, I didn't get the final. Yeah.
Oh, did you not? Oh.
No.
Thought you got the ace. It's crazy the amount. It's crazy that the amount of rounds that have been thrown in this game. It's unreal. Right, can I just get the? Can I just check this with you guys? Because I wasn't sure on the band operators. What were the band operators from each team? Thatcher, Jackal.
Yeah.
And on defense, I do not remember.
I don't know too. So...
One of them was Mirror, but I don't know the other one on defense.
And...
Just go on your stream. What's your stream? Wait, let me go. Stream.
It's just
Can
on
we have
Undisputed Gaming.
break after
I'm
this
watching,
game?
I'm
That's a big break.
No, we can't. They said you can only have 5 minutes.
Only 5? Well, fuck me then.
Well, we can get 10 maybe.
It's strange and interesting how
We
you
have the
chose
host here,
Cafe
Rican,
twice.
you're the host, right?
Yes, you're allowed a 5-minute break, but no more, I'm afraid.
Bands
Why?
were
That's not what it says.
bands were
Those are 10
Jackal, Thatcher, Jackal, Mira, and Valkyrie.
I took to make it to 10 minutes.
Valkyrie. Yeah, got it.
No, we're allowed 10, but they have to agree.
Fucking
No, they're not agreeing. They're actually pussies.
And it was 5-3 to Nexecute, yeah? The two sites that Orange won on round 7 and 8 were Top Floor and Kitchen, was it? Or was it Reading? I can't remember.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
It
that's
does
fine.
matter the last round.
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
put
win any
How much-
defenses,
I
basically,
put
so just
Cocktail
split the
Bar.
rounds.
The last round was Top Floor, I remember.
It was 5-3, no?
Yep, 5-3. So
Eric switched teams.
Ah, shit, come on.
5-3 to the blue team, yeah?
Watch it there.
Blue's defense now. Blue's defense now. Why are they not joining?
I don't know, I invited them, but they're not joining. Yeah, I invited Barakat again.
Enemies. Gonna drink something.
Yo, League, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, there was one guy that
You
kept
just fucking
whiffing.
looked at Castle.
Yeah,
You
I
looked at
did
his head.
sort
You
of.
didn't shoot. What the fuck?
You just aimed in on his head and didn't shoot.
Yeah.
I was pretty shocked about that. You literally threw the round away.
Who's that, me?
Liggy.
I looked at him and I thought it was a fucking coat hanger. He's so dark though.
Right, can I just check this over with everyone? 5-3 to Nexecute and Orange team are now attacking.
Jackal Thatcher.
Thatcher, Jackal, Mirror, Valkyrie. Yeah.
Yep.
So orange win, orange win, orange win, blue win.
Range got game, Jackal.
That's all done then. Right, you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Everyone ready? Alright, good luck, have fun guys. It's looking like a frag heavy lineup. Very unusual picks coming out from Nexecute with a full-on fragger lineup. 4 3-speeds is very unusual, and it looks like they're not even going to use the 6th pick. They're just going to be playing this one very aggressive and swinging. No 6th picks, just frags. However, Complexity are trying to pull themselves back into it using a conventional lineup with 2 hard breaches, a flank watch, and it looks like they're going to be going for top floor down vertical takes here. Taking a while for them to load in.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Got an Ella shotgun.
Attackers have located a bomb.
It's going to be hard for Complexity to get rid of Ella shotgun.
Attackers have discovered the
That's
location
just
of the bomb.
pretty broken at the minute. Becca just taking out as many drones as possible, limiting the intel for the attackers. Looks like Vigil's going to be roaming the
5 seconds to go.
2nd floor. And a
Attackers
spawn
have
kill
detected
coming out
the
from him.
bomb.
No. Becca gets taken out by Jaden with a very aggressive run out, and Ash Shakerman holding the players in the roof dock spawn. Lands a shot onto Nomad, taking her down to 75 HP. But overall it's a bad play for the attackers. For the defenders even. No bakery presence, but Ella shotgun playing prep. Jaden doing a bit of drone work onto the reception. Spots out the bandit behind the bar.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has
And
been
Vigil
dropped.
gets one onto
Attackers
Robbie,
recovered
but
the
gets
bomb diffuser.
traded out by Barakat. Nice doubling up from the attackers. And taken full top floor. The bomber's going to be opening the hatch. Interesting to see that there's no vertical holes been made by the orange
Attackers have
team.
dropped.
And Bandit just finds the head of Barakat, leaving the diffuser down in VIP. He's just going to be patrolling the bar. Interesting choice with the suppressor here coming out from Inbred Pope. Will the sledge hear him, or... And Inbred Pope finds the head of Jaden, dropping the nade, but he does get droned out in coats. Will he be able to fight off the final 2 attackers? He's up for the 4K, and he does have the diffuser in his sights. He's going to be pushing up and advancing on the diffuser. Here's the air jab. Bit of drone work coming out from Fanatical. Here's the C4, misses. Nomad jumps in the window. Will she be able to locate the bandit? Ledge finds one onto Jade, leaving Fanatical in a 1v3 situation here, up against an Ella shotgun, a bandit, and a mute. It's not looking good for her as she gets lit up by the bandit. She's down to 25 HP, whiffs her shots, and Pope with the final pick onto Fanatical. A really nice round from him, a 3K. Match point for Nexecute. However, one of their players has left, so it's going to be interesting to see how they'll do in the 4v5. Complexity just looking pretty torn apart after the pure aggression shown from Nexecute in that last round. Just looks like they're going to be playing it super frag heavy to make up for their man disadvantage, and it's working. Swinging everything, spawn peeking.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
It's going to be top floor now. It'll be interesting to see where the orange team are going to be pushing from, as they're going to be playing a Wamai on Pixel to hold off the cigar push. It'd be interesting to see some cocktail attacks. I haven't seen any of them recently.
Bomb located by attackers.
You know, a pretty standard hold on cigar.
10 seconds to insertion.
No rotation and no
5
utility
seconds
left
to
in
insertion.
cocktail, leaving it pretty vulnerable if the orange team can
Attackers
see
are
the gap
moving
in the
to defuse the
defense.
bomb.
White Stairs also has nothing really on it to hold it. It'll be interesting to see where orange team push from, and it looks like a cigar push. A run out from the Vigil, finding Jades, just retreating back deep into kitchen and using his ERC so the orange team can't drone him.
Drone ready.
Gets droned out, but they can't pinpoint his exact location because of the ERC scanner. Asiega really doing a good job on this roam, just confusing the attackers. Really nice roam from him, burning a minute and taking the Hibana down with him. Really nice to see the gadget used to its full potential. The Claymore coming down from Barakat on red stairs blends in pretty nicely, but it's positioned strangely. And the 4 defenders have just retreated back to site. They get their initial pick and just fall back. Barakat taking quite an aggressive stance here with a nice angle into the freezer, but he falls off it as he gets some shots fired at him from Noob down. Takes some heavy fire to the Jaeger as he swings out wide, but just retreats back. Sees the Jaeger with some shots and holds. Can't quite hit the shots onto the Vigil and freezer, but Vigil just free-firing shots in on the Zephyr, taking her down to very low HP. Some nice angle play from Jaden on the White Stairs window as he just falls off. Robbie taking cigar, just holding control of Pixel. Looks like the defenders are just going to bunker down, but do they know Barakat's coming up White Stairs? The cover fire coming in from the guy on Pixel, and they do not know.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Vigil with one onto Robbie, but Barakat has just crept up White Stairs and found one onto Asiega. The position of him is known, and he's on very little HP. Wamai swings and finds the head of Barakat. 1v2 situation now, all left up to Pope. Jaden and Fanatical doubling up, but he finds the head of Fanatical. 1v1 situation now, all left up to the Wamai. Jaden with his shots, and
10 seconds remaining.
it's looking like Jaden wins it out, finding the head of Pope, bring it to 6-4. A really nice attempt coming out from Pope, but just couldn't quite finish the job. Nexecute just gonna keep going with their frag heavy lineup, trying to use their gun skill to their advantage against Complexity. Complexity have been pulling the rounds back though. They just need to lock out their final rounds when they're in these 3v1s, 4v2s. They're just pushing headlessly and not doubling up very well. So they do that, they'll be finding themselves in a much better position.
Attackers need to locate
But
and
because
defuse
of
as
their
many bombs as they can.
shambolic teamwork on defense. They're just 6-4 down now. 5-1 on the split. It's just not really good enough when you find yourself on cafe defense. It should be getting at least 3 rounds of defense. Should not be 5-1 down. But Complexity have made quite a nice comeback. However, it has been a 4v5 for the last 3 rounds. David Greg is going to be holding Pixel with Hope, and they're just dedicating all their utility to Scar. It's a shame that Complexity are not taking advantage of this and going for a cocktail push. If they put a couple of players on the windows, they could really be taking the defense by surprise. But again, it looks like a Cigar push. Yeah, as there's got a few spawned in at Christmas market. Rob looks like he's making a play on Whitestairs window. Could cut off David Gravy as he's going to be stuck in Cigar, but it seems like he's very wary of Whitestairs window. He's just going to sit here patiently and wait for the drones to come in. Rob doing a bit of reconnaissance work on Cigar. Spots out the shield. And Wamai's playing down the pillars. It's interesting to see there's a Fizz pushing up. Does she know that Wamai is just in reading Dawn? No, she doesn't. And Wamai swings, finds the head of the Zafir. Zafir not quite being able to aim down sight in time, losing the fight to Pope. Pope really showing up this game for his team. Melodus Davy Gravy gets another onto Jades and downs Robbie. Does he know he's down Robbie? Gets the finisher and the diffuser's down. Jaden not quite being able to find the head of Dave. Now left in a 2v4 on match points. Not looking good for Complexity. Looks like Pope's going to be flanking Red Stairs. However, there is an air jab, so he's not going to be able to do much. Throws out Wamai disc, and Jaden volts down, going for the push onto the Wamai. Gets taken out by Pope. Another kill in the round for Pope. As Fanatical fights back, gets one, but gets traded out by Ledge. A really nice game. A nice comeback attempt, but not quite good enough. Map 1 goes to Nexecute. 7-4. Bearing in mind they were in a 4v5 for 3 rounds, so they put up a really good fight. Locked out the game in the 4 versus 5. Map 2 is going to be cafe all over again, so it's going to be interesting to see if any strats will change, etc. Well played, guys.
GG.
It's your 5th coming back.
Yeah, not for like 5 minutes, so we'll just use that 5-minute break. And you might
20 minutes, did you say?
No, 5. No,
Oh, right, that's alright. Yeah, you could take a 5-minute break. We'll just wait here for 5 minutes.
10-minute break. Isn't it 10 minutes?
You'll have to. I'm pretty sure it's 5 minutes, but you'll have to at Barricat it. Not Barricat them. Nigel in and see if that's alright. Just at Nigel and ask if that's alright.
You're allowed a 5 minute. He said 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay, 5 minutes. That's fine.
5. When's 5?
Do you agree to let's have 10 now?
No, I think 5 is enough, to be honest.
No, I mean, it's your choice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna join in 5 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
It's not gonna join in 5 minutes, trust me.
If you want, if you don't want to give us them, then you don't. But you can.
What's the other?
It's cafe. No, it's cafe twice.
No, we want cafe.
Oh, you want
What?
cafe?
But didn't we agree that we can...
It's fine. No, they
why
did. No,
not?
we didn't. Because they don't want to. It's okay. We play cafe.
The fuck kind of butt move is this?
Yeah, it's a bit stupid how you're playing cafe twice. I don't know why you
Yeah, they're changing it. They're doing a vote now to change it.
Are they?
In SLO, the second map
No,
is
I've never seen anyone do that in freaking leagues, like any league at all.
Yeah,
Do
because
two
in good
maps
leagues
in the
it's
same
all
game.
Oh, I'm being added.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Oh, I think there's a protest about Becca Jr. in the chat.
No, we know he's your emergency.
It's
Okay,
emergency. Who's
I've told him it's an emergency. I already told him.
Yeah, but who was the one that's protesting?
I don't know, there was Toxic S
Nobody's
Way.
protesting. Yeah, that's my player. He's not protesting.
Oh,
He's just
right,
saying that
right.
he's not on the roster.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Got a DM from Nigel.
Okay, we can do Coast then.
Coast?
If you want.
Hang on, has that been agreed? I think you have to play Cafe.
There's a maximum of a 10
No, you
minute
don't.
break.
Nigel said if both teams agree, you can play Coast.
Yeah, they did say that, yeah.
Coastline,
It's up to you, lot.
Maximum of a 10-minute break can be called by a team in between.
Okay, that's fine. I'll restart the match on Coast because I've got it set up for Cafe twice in a row. I haven't got all the maps in my thing. So I'll start it on Coast and then I'll send you guys invites, alright? Are you guys all down for Coast, yeah?
Yes.
It's up to these lot if they want to play.
Yes, we said yes. All of us.
Alright.
Alright. We'll do Coast then. I'll see you in a bit. I'll restart it on Coast, alright? Alright, let's set this up on Coastline. It'll be interesting to see how Complexity deal with Nexecute's frag heavy plays. Taking them to Coastline maybe isn't the right choice, but we'll see how it goes. Coastline. Alright. Right, invite them all back in. It's going to be an interesting matchup on Coastline. I think it's going to be pretty one-sided though, considering Nexecute were winning rounds in a 4 versus 5 against Complexity. Yo.
I'd like a 4v2 that would true.
Yeah, there was a lot of throwing on that last map. Honestly, I think...
To be honest, I wasn't even talking to you, I was talking to Becker and I fucking accidentally went into Genshin.
That's fine. I couldn't believe the clutch, the 1v5 clutch from Ash. That was insane. Like...
Yeah, when you spectate him, you just know what happens.
Yeah.
Do you play for UG or do you play for the actual UG?
I don't play for Saint UG's team, no. I'm the leader of the actual UG, come on.
Who's the good team?
Yeah, the good team, not...
Can I join?
Yeah. We literally, we beat him in a game and then we told him we're...
Wait, League, is it actually a good team?
We're plat 1 diamond sort of team.
Undisputed Gaming.
High plats, low diamonds.
Our whole team is
Saints team is fucking shit, man. Velo talks too much, man. The game we played against in my fucking bitch.
Hello, new team. Alright, so...
Oh fuck, I couldn't join. Fuck, I was too late, man. Jay was too fast.
So
Inbred.
Wait, is it Coastline or is it Cafe?
It's Coastline. Nigel agreed that it was okay if both teams agreed that you would play coastline because you don't want to play 2 maps same in a row.
Oh, I thought Fire wanted to play Cabaret.
Yo, Pope switched.
Don't talk to me, old team.
Alright, fine then, Jesus.
We don't want to shoot you.
Even though I'm the one that's talking, but alright.
Shut up, Mr. Old Team Captain.
Idiot. Now you have to switch. Get the fucking over here.
Mr. Old Team Captain.
Toxic sway. Who the fucking voted in?
Yeah, toxic sway.
No, stop switching, Paul. Oh my god.
Sorry, I don't think you can.
Wait, is Graves actually meant to be playing today?
I'm not sure, but I doubt you're allowed to change players between games.
You are. Yeah,
oh, you are? Oh, are you?
Pretty sure you are.
Okay, well.
Whose team is toxic on? Theirs.
Wait, what the fuck is toxic here?
Wait, is he on their roster?
Sorry, none of you know why he's here. What?
Wait, what?
Okay, we're all ready.
Wait, in your team.
Everyone ready, yeah?
No, hang on. Wait.
Let them come into the game chapter.
Yeah, all ready up, just so I can't get moaned at for starting.
Toxic was on our B team. He was horrible.
Oh, I wouldn't have that toxic. I would not have that.
Alright, go on. We're ready.
Look,
yeah, everyone ready? Alright, good luck, have fun, guys. Good luck, have fun.
Listen. I'd rather be Nexecute B team than Zephyr.
Me, Pope, and Beccarino.
Oh, looks like a rehost. Or maybe he's just disconnected again. Lots of internet issues from Becca. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a rehost because Complexity was supposed to be defending first. Looks like it's going to go ahead. Orange team aren't leaving, so it looks like no. Oh, rehost. Okay. It's going to be a rehost, and Complexity will be on defense, even although Coastline is one of the more attacker-sided maps in the map pool. It's interesting. Right. Let me invite them back in. I'm just going to send them out the invites again, because it seems that they're not unable to join my last invites. God, rehosting is a nightmare, man. It's the one thing I hate about casting. Miro, Falk, Hibana and Blackbeard. Blackbeard. Hibana. Miro. Falk. I'm gonna have to restart it then. Siege is so broken. It's saying that it's not letting them join my invites. There we go. Oh, I started it as me as a player. Oh, for goodness sake, now I'm gonna have to wait 5 minutes. Spectator. Oh, wow. Oh, that's annoying. I've got to wait 5 minutes. What? Okay. It's going to be annoying. At least it'll give them their 5-minute break they wanted. Well, 10-minute break. Just a couple more minutes, then we'll be heading into map 2. A few technical issues. 1 minute. Yo, Becca, I literally have 1 minute before I can create the game. I created it with me as a player, so I just had to wait 5 minutes. I can create the game as a spectator now, so I'll be inviting you any minute now, okay?
Okay, good sure. I don't...
Oh, God. Finally, spectator. Right, let's get this show on the road. Hopefully there won't be any more rehosts or people disconnecting halfway through the game. It's just annoying, really. I've invited them all. Yo, hopefully there won't be any more people disconnecting.
I'm gonna get kicked again.
Why?
I'm gonna get kicked again when he starts. Just
all
see.
of our team shit cones.
I have a little feeling.
What, is it just internet problems?
Never.
It's just Rainbow Six servers.
You see?
Oh.
Where's he now? He's dead.
I don't think there's any more rehosts allowed after this. I think each team's had one. Or is it?
No, yeah, it's one per map.
Oh,
We've
okay.
used ours, they've got one.
Oh, so they still have one, yeah. Cool, I'll tell you what, it's a nightmare doing all this rehosting as a caster. It's just annoying. Hopefully this will be a nice clean game with no connectivity issues.
Look, we'll play a full fight if we have to. They've already fucking lost one.
What do you say, sorry?
We'll play a 4v5 if we have to. They've already fucking lost one.
Yeah, true. You guys have put up a really good fight so far.
Thank you, man. We're trying our
shit
best.
team.
Yeah, no.
True. Right.
This Barricade is piping up in Discord. He's got 0.76 KD. Right, I have a 0.9 seasonal in Diamond, yeah? Playing Monty and stuff.
Yeah, I have like a 0.98 playing Thermite and Smoke.
And he has a 0, so from his logic, I'm a carry Diamond because my seasonal is 0.9. Well, he's a gold
that's fine for a support player.
Well, he's a gold with a 0.7, so does that mean he's a carried gold?
Yeah. To be honest, anything above a 0.9 is good for a support player. I would say.
I think it's 0.8 to be honest.
Yeah.
What's your KD league? Or your seasonal?
Mine's a 0.98.
League. Not your league. Like a...
0.90 or something like that. But it was like 2.2 after placements, and then I played like 5 games with Monty before I realised he got nerfed, so I was just being raped constantly.
To be honest, my KD would be over a 1 if there wasn't that sensitivity glitch at the start of the season where it kept resetting your sense every time you come on the game, like. That was annoying. Where's the rest of your team?
I'll go party chat.
Yeah, get them in. Let's get this started. Finally looks like we're gonna start soon. Just waiting for one more. So it was Blackbeard, Mirror. Who were the other two? Let me just check the chat. Oh my god, it's been spammed. Can anyone remember what the bands were? Blackbeard and Mirror. What were the other two?
Blackbeard, Mirror, Hibana,
Thank you.
So Recon,
Recon, yeah. Go on.
how cute are you?
How weird are you? Come on.
Burden
Where's your
says
fifth?
How cute you are, Daddy. Recon. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Holy.
Man's
Jesus.
got COVID.
Toyota Corolla.
Where's your fifth?
I couldn't tell you.
I think he's restarting his internet or something.
I don't know. I think he needs to be relatively quick because otherwise I think there's going to be trouble kicking off. I mean this chat has just been spammed with shit talking.
I know. I said like, are we playing or not in the chat, right? And then I just get slagged for no reason. Like someone said like, oh, this is the one that went like 1 kill, even though I just said, are we playing or not? Like what? Like, this doesn't make sense.
I don't understand why they're arguing over a game, to be honest.
I don't
like,
know. I really don't. This is one of the reasons why I just want to stop this, honestly.
We can.
oh, here we go. Is everyone ready?
Yeah, start again.
Can I get this straight that the bands are Blackbeard, Hibana, Mirror, and Valkyrie?
I hope this doesn't fucking kick me out again.
Alright, good
telling
luck.
you that
Have
I'm
fun.
done.
If you get kicked out, well, I don't think.
Done. I
Yeah.
don't even want to try them.
You're gonna have to go in a 4v5. Anyway, good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks.
Oh, this has been an eventful first casting experience. Let's actually get into the game now after half an hour of Siege being crap. Interesting objective choice. Oh no, switching on to hooker. Just looks like they're going to be going for the frags with a Vigil Jaeger and a Bandit. Interesting that they're running a Bandit and a Mute. It looks like it's just straight up frags. Oh, 6th pick onto the castle. Complexity are going to have no trouble dealing with the castle barricades as they have the Zephyr, the Ash and the Ace to take down the castle, so it's not really going to be a very effective operator for this particular round, but we'll see how it works out for them.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Wonder if we'll see any extended holds. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a long hold in the Sunrise and Blue Bar, or not. Oh, it's going to be an extended hold into lobby. Ledge filling out some castle strats here.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Yeah, it looks like a
5 seconds
casting
to go.
off Sunrise. Vigil's going to be playing off the hatch, so if they take it, they're going to make it a kill box.
Defuse a bomb.
Spawn kill coming out from Ashega. Will he be able to find anyone? Here's him on the cameras. The blue team are just sitting back in spawn. They know it's coming. Running away from the spawn kills is unusual. You'd think they would contest and go for the frag. But
Defender has left the designated staging area. Defender has been discovered.
yes, Ashager finds one onto Jade's. A beautiful run out, not getting punished whatsoever when there were two other players watching it. Really nice play from him. They're just going to be pushing into him. And Pope with another onto Barakat. ERC scanner being put to use here really well. Ashager's been playing this vigil perfectly, and he finds it down on Ace. He can't quite get the finish, but he has the diffuser on Hookabout. Just bait this out. He gets the finish and he pushes back into pink. Not punished whatsoever. The blue team are just falling apart. And he finds another one onto Jackal. Amazing play from Ashager here. Just absolutely running rings around the blue team. Can he fight? Oh, Pope finishes it up. A flawless round. Just an absolute shambles from Complexity, just giving the two roamers freebies, just pushing into them, solo pushing, not doubling up, and just throwing their lives away. It's unreal. Looks like Nexecute are just going to be going frag heavy. It's coastline. Why not? I mean, it's working. The Vigil being the highlight player for both games. Ashager's been really performing for his team. Absolutely been fragging out. Will he be able to keep it up through the rest of this game? Sixth pick from IQ to IQ. Very interesting.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Looks like they're just going to be doing lots of spawn kills here, as Pope's already prepped the balcony, but Barakat has a drone on it. It will be interesting to see if the Ons can get punished for it. They've re-barricaded it up as a bait. Will it be ripped down again? Yes, it will. Just absolutely toying with the blue team, all these spawn peaks.
10 seconds left.
Wonder if we'll see a rerun of last round. Interesting to see Vigil on site, and he drops down to Sunrise. Looks like he's going to be doing some run-outs from pink. See this? Putting himself in a vulnerable position, but he's using the cams very well to get intel of the attackers. He knows where the Sophia is coming from, and he loses the fight. A really nice pick coming out from Jade, taking out the top fragger of Nexecute. Looks like they're going to be clearing below with Jackal and Zephyr to get pressure on the anchors of the site. However, they're not going to get it too far because Smoke is just holding full vibes tight up with a shotgun. Becca Jr. getting taken out by Jade's his second of the round, taking Sunrise control. Toxic Sway doing a bit of drone work onto the Smoke. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be pushing up cool vibes or not, as Smoke's holding it with a shotgun. It's going to be difficult one to win. Barakat with a frag onto Pope, bringing it to a 5v2 situation now. This is looking like a hopeful round for the blue team. Barakat gets taken out by Davy Gravy, and Smoke's just holding the stairs with his shotgun. Jade's pushing up, hasn't hit the barbed wire yet. Smoke's completely unaware, looking the wrong way, and swings, finds the frag onto Jade's, but loses a lot of health, down to 20 health. Fanatical positioned quite nicely on Hookabout, ready for the execute. However, the diffuser's left down in Sunrise, while Toxic Sway does a bit of drone work onto Ledge. Ledge is the only one on site at the minute, as Davy Gravy's all the way over in Aqua, and he's going to pinch out quite well as Rob pushes in and takes him out. They have hooker control. The refrag is got by David Gravy, but he's on a sliver of HP. Fanatical has site control, but Toxic Sway is just down in Sunrise doing drone work. He could be planting the diffuser, but choosing to get the extra bit of recon. David Gravy just holding his ground in pink bar, holding cool vibes to prevent Sway from getting the diffuser to the site. Do they know? Some cool vibe, and Sway takes down Davy Gravy, bringing it to 1-1. A nice round from them. Really nice round from Complexity, fighting back after the absolute bloodbath on the first round. It's just looking like this is turning into an absolute frag fest with no strategy involved whatsoever, just choosing the operators with the best guns and swinging everything, playing super aggressive, and it seems to be working for both teams. It seems like the team that's swinging everything is winning the round, so
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Standard setup here with a rotate into aquarium. Interesting that we don't see the castle being bought. It's usually castle bought for this objective, but it's not really going to do much against the Zephyr and the Ash. It's a nice adaptation and use of the Mozzie Pest as well, because the blue team did like to use their drones quite a lot to clear the roamers.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse.
Looks like more spawn killing for the Vigil. Will he be able to find another pick? He lights up Jade's downing him, but can't quite get the finish. Will the impact be able to do it? No, it won't. Jades has just withstood, and Ashegamain doing loads of damage before the round even really started. Pre-firing some shots, just pinning the attackers in spawn, burning so much time. Really well played from him. So we see him just fall off onto a roam. It's going to be interesting to see. And there's just 3 of the attackers just pinned in spawn, because the aggression from the defenders just prevented them from aggressing towards the map, towards the building. A nice C4 from Becca onto Barakat now, as Vigil's just taking out the drones and preventing intel from Complexity. Jackal just too scared to even push in. This Vigil is just finds another one. It's just having a game of his life right now, just killing everyone in his sight. Sees the head of that ace, can't quite hit the shots. He's now getting pinched by the blue team, as he has one on his window and one on his door. They're just too scared to peek him. He finds the head of Fanatical, and now he has the diffuser down as well. All left up to Robbie in the 1v5. It's not looking good. Rob finds one. Will he find the second? And Ashegamain with yet another frag. 3rd kill of the round. Absolutely slamming the attackers yet again. Aggression's really paying off him. I'm surprised Complexity haven't countered this and been holding angles that just sort of hide in the ruins. It's just, they're not going to get anywhere just hiding. They need to contest the spawn peaks and win their ones. It's just not happening for them right now. Ashegamain is just destroying the attackers. Rob 6th picking off the Ash to a sledge, and the castle being bought this time. It's maybe gonna be not too effective, as the sledge has just been bought, but
Defenders,
it will definitely burn a bit of time and maybe help restructure the map for the Romans to
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, it's going to be a rotate from service entrance to lobby again, coming out from Daily Gravy. Castle strats with the rotates like that, they just confuse the attackers and mean they have to do that extra bit of drone work to find out where the players are going to be, you know. Castling off square double door, it's interesting. Looks like a heavy lobby hold here.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion.
It's going to be interesting to see how Complexity are going to push this, as the Jaeger and the Vigil both spawn killing, and Jaeger's getting barricaded out. Will Robbie be able to find the pick? No, he won't. Pre-fire some shots, but can't quite get the kill. Looks like the orange team are just sort of memeing at this point. Got a drone work coming out. The ERC scanner being put to use yet again. Just really messing with the blue team, this ERC scanner. Ledge just playing behind the main lobby desk. Not being droned, but he just aims in on the head and can't quite hit it. 2 picks, early picks coming out from Complexity, maybe being able to secure their second round, but sort of getting used to the aggression of Nexecute, as it looks like they're moving towards Sunrise Take. Bit of drone work coming in from Fanatical on Sunrise. Sledge positioned on kitchen window, ready for the jump in. But looks like it's just Davy Gravy on site. The blue team could use this as an opportunity. And they take him out. They have site control. Barricat's on site with Sophia. The diffuser's nowhere to be seen, but Vigil rotating back in, finding Barricat. Robbie goes for the refrag, misses his shots as Vigil escapes for the rotate. Ash Jaegermain finds a second onto the player in square. The diffuser goes down and Ash Jaegermain is stuck in a post-plant 1v3. Robbie finishes it off through the rotation made by the castle. Another nice round from the blue team. It's a much closer game. The aggression pays off and the drone work was clinical coming in from the Sledge on kitchen window, just taking control, seeing the gap in the defence. There only being one anchor with a very weak weapon, just not quite able to fight off 3 defenders pushing him at once. It's a close game so far, a lot closer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be very one-sided, as the first game was dominated by Nexecute, even although they were in a 4v5 for half the game. Complexity are fighting back. Maybe we can see this game go to overtime.
Being defused by attackers.
Going to be taking the kitchen site again. It looks like they've brought the smoke this time to hold the site down. A bit stronger than the UMP, so maybe it'll be a bit more effective on the site hold. Still able to make the shotgun rotations with the holes here so that the roamers can support kitchen window jumping from black box. It's a nice angle, because if you lay down on black box you can hold an angle all the way through these vert holes to kitchen window.
10 seconds to insertion.
It's a pretty nice angle play.
5 seconds
Looks like
to go.
Vigil's going to be playing aggressive on VIP, maybe some jump outs. Yep. What, I couldn't expect any less from Ash Jaegermain. He loves a good old spawn peek. Question is, will he be able to find anyone? It looks like it's going to be a service take. No one falling for the trap this time. Yeah, looks like he's going to be spraying a few shots into penthouse window, and Pope gets one on the Jades. A bit of drone work coming into the top floor.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Fanatical yet again droning in from Sunrise. Becker Jr. hasn't been spotted in that corner. This could be an influential... Oh, Becker Jr. gets droned as she rotates into Sunrise, holding crossfire with Vigil. They just retreat, burning lots of time. Fanatical has been very good on the drones so far in this game. Taking Sunrise solo is quite a hard task, and he has done that very well this round and last round. Robbie positioned on kitchen window yet again. However, this time there's 3 anchors on site, so that he's not going to just jump in. Becker holding some nice angles with the SMG-11, unable to find the head of Rob. It's very aggressive stance taken by the smoke.
Target detected.
As he's vulnerable from Sunrise, gets droned and Complexity just taking their time to push in, and Ash Yeagerman finds one onto Barakat. Jackal just taking his time in Sunrise, 45 seconds left. They really need to make a play here, but the Bandits really holding this Jackal off, just stationed in Blue Bar. Just going to sit there and wait for the Jackal to cross his path. Does Fanatical know? That's the question. He's been really good on the drones, and he might be able to find the footsteps. But will he be able to get the kill? Rob finds one onto the Vigil. 2 players positioned in Sunrise. Now one comes down, Cool Vibe, gets taken out by Pope. A lovely headshot from him as Jackal and
15 seconds
Ace
remaining.
push on in. Gets the frag onto Pope, and they just have sight control. Davy Grove gets one, and Ledge with another. A bloodbath in kitchen as the 2 remaining attackers just sprint in into the crossfire of the defenders. Much better round from Nexecute, as they actually had more than 1 anchor, and they held some pretty nice crossfires, and the attackers just walked into it. Ash Yeagerman really doing bits on the Vigil this game, absolutely slamming on the roam. It's really been good to see him use his ERC scanner well to just deny him being droned. Don't usually see a Vigil main that actually knows how to use their gadget correctly, but yeah. It's just going to continue with the frag heavy lineup. It looks like it's going to be a bit
to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
of
can.
vertical play, as the butt has been bought, so maybe we could see a clear from below. But not 100% yet. Becker prepping for the run out. Maybe it's just going to be a catch out, but we don't know yet, as rotates down to office. Wonder if there's going to be any spawn peaks from the Vigil.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go.
Looks like a service runner coming out from him.
Attackers
Yeah.
are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
See if he
Attackers dropped
can
the
find
diffuser.
any
Defender has left the designated staging
kills
area.
on this
Attackers
one.
recovered the bomb diffuser. Defender is approaching a kill zone. Defender is
Oh,
exposed.
he gets taken out by the Ash, bringing it into a 5v4. A nice pinch. Not that they expected it, but the Ash went one way, the IQ went the other way, and Ash Yeagerman was just stuck in a crossfire. Really, really nice doubling up from the blue team. Even if one of them had died there, they would have got the roof frag more than likely.
Bomb located by
It's a
attackers.
it's a really good big pick for them, taking out the top fragger.
Attackers have located a
Drone
bomb.
coming in from Jades onto the site. Becker Jr. finds a big pick onto Fanatical, taking out the buck. As Nana stationed on Aquabout, pre-firing some shots in. The position of Davy Grovey is known, but it's just sways. It's just going to be another passive angle as Jades pushes in and finds one. Rob finds another. Becker Jr. left behind the pool table, finds the Nomad but can't quite find the Ash, and Ash gets in for the redrag. Taking site control, all left up to Jaeger at top full 5 in a losing battle between 3 attackers, and he gets traded out by Robbie. Three on the splits, not too bad, considering it was 7-4 and last match, and Nexecute absolutely dominated their attacks. It's been a different story this time, as now Complexity move on to defense. Will they be able to tie this up and take it to overtime? However, Nexecute are very strong on the attack, as seen last game with 5-1 attacking on coastline. It's an incredible score for the split.
Bomb located by attackers.
Just looks like it's going to be a default hold here. Fanatical going to be holding Sunrise with Doc.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
It's going to put his team at a severe disadvantage, especially now they're on attack. It's going to be very difficult for them to win it out in a 4 versus 5. Becker looking to enter into Sunrise. Bit of drone work. Hasn't spotted the Doc yet. Finds the Doc behind the half wall. Drone gets taken out. He's just going to push his way on into Sunrise. Just sitting tight up behind the bar. The IQ pushes in and he doesn't know. He's going to be... Oh. Pushing on round the bar, and the IQ gets taken out by the Doc. A nice shot coming in from Fanatical. 3v2 now, as Davey Gravy also gets taken out. All left up to Pope and Ash Jaegermain, who have been very effective on their roles in this game. Jades is pulling out the pistol in the fight against the Zephyr, both taking a lot of damage. He's just going to fall back to security. So Jaegermain's going to be watching the vertical holes on the top floor, doing a bit of drone work. Just holding angles, waiting for the defenders to flank, but the defenders are playing pretty safe, just hiding themselves up. One Sunrise, one Kitchen. Where is the Jaeger? The Jaeger's just sitting tight up in security, hoping that he'll get misdroned. 1 minute left though. The attackers need to make a move. Ash Jaegermain's just holding the vert. Will he be able to find one? Will anyone cross through the rotation?
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Toxic Sway gets one onto Pope, and Ash just holding the passive angle here. Lights up Sway, but can't quite finish it off, as sees the leg of him for a split second and peppers him. Interesting flashbang there. As she advances towards main stairs, Jaeger's playing behind the desk in lobby, and Ash is completely unaware, checking all her angles, but Jaeger's just going to sit there and wait. Ash using a flashbang. Jaeger getting flashed and getting taken out. A nice kill from Ash Jaegermain. Will he be able to clutch? We've seen it from him before. 6 seconds left, don't count him out, but Sway finds the head of Ash Jaegermain. Closes the round out 4-3. Ledge returning for round 8. It will be interesting to see if they can pull this one back, as this is really not what I expected to see. I was expecting to see Complexity get slammed on Coastline, as Nexecute proved that they had the superior aim and fragging capability in the first matchup. But it looks like Complexity are really fighting back here. It's going to take a while loading in, as the Ledge has just got back. Taking Thatcher, it's interesting, considering there's not really any Bandit or Mute or Cade being taken by the defenders, but Thatcher is very useful for other things like burning and taking out utility.
As many bombs as they can.
Rob using his gadget to make the rotates, taking a bit of damage to himself, but with the Oryx being buffed, only taking 5 damage and getting the really nice T5 SMG, really makes him a viable operator and competitive. Really nice to see him being played. Default rotates coming out from the smoke. Yeah, pretty standard hold. They're going to be in the castle and putting the rotating aqua. It will be interesting to see how the Oryx is used to capitalise on the attackers. Rob's just going to be playing down below, but there were preset drones that spotted him. He's going to be rotating over to the lobby, just opening all the hatches to maximise his running capabilities. It's a full penthouse VIP push for the attackers as they move onto the roof. Just going to be doing a bit of drone work. So Jaeger's getting lit up by the ash and just falls back to Hall of Fame, getting droned out, and the castle barricade has messed him up here. He's really stuck in VIP. He's going to have to fight his way out of here. Castle barricade getting opened up, giving him a way out, but the Sophia on the roof is just going to be holding him in. He's really trapped. It's a nice pinch. Rob gets taken out early by Ash, and Sophia finds one onto Jade. It's really nice pinch coming out from the attackers. As Becca's on site, but gets taken out by the SMG-11 of Fanatical. Hope fights back with one onto Baccarat, and Sways finds one onto Ledge. A 2 versus 3 now. Castle is very low HP, and Davy Grove is going to be droning the castle. The diffuser is left in Aqua Double Door, so Sways is in a pretty good position. It's just a shame he's left with the UMP, very low rate of fire, so it's highly likely that he's going to be losing the fight, and he loses the fight to Davy Gravy. As Ash pushes down 90 hallway, trying to find the smoke on Cool Vibes. Loses a lot of health to the Ash, and the Ash just advances down the stairs with the sidearm out. Can she find the finish? No, Fanatical takes her out. The diffuser's going down, and he's just going to be sitting in Sunrise. The diffuser's going down in default plant. Fanatical is left downstairs to push up Cool Vibe while Pope holds the angle, and a wonderful pick from him as he advances up Cool Vibe stairs. 29 seconds left. This is very winnable for him. However, he's very low, and David Gravy's just going to be falling back
Defenders have located the
to take
diffuser.
a better position for the post plant. Will he have time? No, he won't. Fanatical gets off the defuse, and David Gravy's left on the upside down rappel. He's going for it. He's going to be sticking it, and Davy Gravy finishes the round up. A nice attempt from Fanatical, but couldn't quite finish the job. Really well played from him, but nice angles from Davy Gravy on the upside down rappel. 4-4. This game is very close. Could be seeing this go to overtime. Could go the whole way. It's interesting to see the blitz being bought from Becker. He's been so powerful on the IQ G8 so far. It'd be a shame not to see Becker on the G8, but he's going to be bringing Jackal a wise decision considering Rob will be on the Vigil and they've been quite heavy on the roam on coastline, so it's going to be probably a wise choice to sit pick
Attackers need
into
to
the
locate
Jackal.
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Looking like a pretty default setup here on Blue Bar Sunrise. Hatch is being reinforced. It's
10 seconds
unusual. It looks like they're just going to be giving top floor away, and they're going to be
5 seconds
holding
remaining.
kitchen, square.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse
Yeah,
it.
it looks like a heavy kitchen service and lobby hold from the Blues, but Orange could capitalise and just go direct to site and top floor because they've left it free for the taking. Looks like they're going to be contesting the push on lobby and top floor. Be interesting to see how they adapt to the top floor clear. This is just sway on site. Blue bar is completely clear and there's no holes in the east blue bar wall. So maybe they could just take
Attackers have
site
located a
as
bomb.
the blue team have left a big gap in their defense, leaving blue bar completely open for the taking, and Becca's going to be capitalising on that. However, she hears the one in security, can't quite hit the shots and finds the head of Fanatical, loses a little bit of damage but nothing too bad. Problem is now the blue team know that they're going to be taking control of Office, and Barakat has rotated into blue bar to stop them from just walking onto site. 3 players are now on site. Just Rob left on the roam. He's going to have to stall out a lot of time here if he wants to win the round for his team. Where is he? He's just down here in kitchen service, moving towards the main stairs maybe. Becca with the vertical holes, getting the kill. And it gets taken out by Rob. A nice crossfire from him and the smoke in blue bar. Rob's looking for a play here. Maybe we could see him going for the flank. Flank is not being held, and Ash Egerman is just droning in Hall of Fame. Rob's just crouch walking up, cool vibes, and Ash Egerman is vulnerable. She's sat on drums. Rob really could make the play here. Will Rob see the Ash? He will. He'll find one. Push up to the net. He'll take out Pope. A really nice run from Rob in the round. However, the diffuser has been planted in the meantime. A 3v2 retake. This is doable for the defenders. Ledge is there. They're all in blue bar. They could just get the defuse. But runs coming in. Ledge getting taken out. A 3v1. All left up to Davy Gravy. Stuck outside office double door. He finds one. He finds a second. Davy Gravy pushing him very low on HP, and he gets taken out by the Wamai. A really nice roam from Rob there. A nice late flank, clearing the players off the top floor and ultimately winning his team the round.
Defender mission successful.
Well, that is what they get for not setting up their flank drones. Blue team just absolutely clutching the round up as they had the man disadvantage in the 3v5, just absolutely slamming the attackers. A really nice round from Robbie, retaking top floor, just making mincemeat of the attackers. Interesting 6th pick onto the cap cam, not usually seen in competitive play. However, it could work as The drone work has been pretty sloppy in the recent rounds from
Attackers need to
the
locate
orange
and
team,
defuse
and
bombs.
they've just been sort of going for the frags and pushing in pretty headlessly. The flank drones haven't been there, and maybe the Capcan traps could punish them for that. They're just sort of sending drones in. They're getting taken out early. They're not conserving their drones at all. The drone economy hasn't been great from them. In their last matchup, they really used their drones well, but now it's just not. They're just sort of going in headless. That's the scoreline.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers objective, the bomb.
Looks like we're going to have Capcan and Jaeger roaming on the top floor. Over at Penthouse on ADS station for Baccarat. Interesting to see him reinforcing the lobby hatch. The attackers are all going to be coming in, raining in for top floor, and Baccarat's left on his own. Jade's supporting him on 90 hallway, but he's pretty isolated in theatre. Barakat looks like he's getting pinched out by 4 of the attackers, and drones raining on him. It's a good job he reinforced the theatre wall, otherwise he would be dead right now. They're taking penthouse control very early into the round. Nice bit of drone work there from the orange team. It looks like they're keeping calm and collected and doing some good drone work. Ledge droning, and Barakat finds one onto Becker. Nice angle play from him using the drone creep. And Buck gets taken out by the Jaeger again. No flank drones. Jade's just capitalising on this, taking out Ledge while he's droning. Just absolutely shambolic drone work from the attackers. Nomad just not even using her air jabs, and Jades finds his second in the round onto Ash Jaeger, just letting him run wild up here in the top floor. Can't quite finish the sledge off, but
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
No problem because it's a 1v4. Left up to Davy Gravy. Davy Gravy has been doing very well for his team though. He might be able to clutch this up. He has a lot of time on the clock, but the defenders are just going to bunker down. Vigil peeks out, and Davy Gravy eventually finds the head of Robbie, but he's left on 10 HP. It's not looking great for him as Rob gets taken down, but deals a lot of damage to Davy Gravy. Just vaults in kitchen window, and the goo mine absolutely ripping him to shreds. And Sway takes him out with a goo mine. Just gets pinched by the 3 defenders, and the goo mine just finishes him off. Again, sloppy drone work from the attackers. The air jabs weren't being used properly. No flank drones. It was just a shambles. They didn't really clear top floor. They just all bundled in through penthouse window, and the Jaeger came up behind them, and Barakat held a nice crossfire from theatre, and Jaeger pushed into all the flame, and they just got squeezed in penthouse. 3 of them just got absolutely demolished in the crossfire held by Barakat and Jades. Really nice round from them. No Capcan being bought this time, as Barakat's going to switch it up and bring the Malusi. Probably a better pick. It'll slow the attackers down a bit and give their positions away.
Defused by attackers.
Going back to Hooker and Billiards, which is one of their stronger objectives.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Blue team have really stepped up their game since last game, and they find themselves on match point. Really, the communication, the drone work, it's just been there. Fanatical really doing bits on the drones and getting his entries a lot of early picks on the attack, and now Rob has really been dealing damage on the Vigil. we'll be able to see him do that again this round. He could close the game out for his team. He's going to be roaming down in service entrance. As the attackers all going to be pushing on the penthouse side. Jade's peeking on the upside down rappel and Barakat stationed in theatre. Again, nice doubling up from Jades and Barakat as he shoots a few bullets through the wall, but the Ash has got off the rappel.
Drone is ready. Martin out.
3 of the attackers stationed on roof as the Ash drops down to Aqua Balk, sees the shield of the Wamai and just retreats. Nice upside down rappel plays from the Ash. The Wamai discs working wonders. Shield finally getting taken out after using a lot of the Ash's utility. Jade's just really causing a distraction from the luggage window and downs the sledge. Can't quite get the finish, but another one comes down, finds the finish onto Toby Grovey and just falls back. Jade's really proving to work out well on the Jaeger as he's burning so much time and utility on the roam. Pope gets one onto Rob, taking the vigil out, preventing the late flanks, which is going to be a big pick for them as they're not running the gridlock. Jade's another nice angle, finds a kill onto Ledge and Becca trades him out onto Sway. Only 2 left on site now as Jade's is going to be falling back through luggage, but Becca's just holding the angle. He knows it's coming. Jade's wins the fight, Becca whiffs her shots and a 3 versus 2. This is looking like Complexity are going to pull this one back as all 3 of their players are just bunkering down on site with 50 seconds left. Will Ash Jaegermain be able to clutch up for his team yet again, or is it too little too late? Just retreats as Jade's free-pass some shots in on luggage. And Pope pushing down 90 hallway. The Malusi device getting taken out by Barakat C4. And a bit of damage being... not a bit of damage being dealt. Fanatical gets 1, Pope gets 1, 1v1. Traded out. Fanatical versus the Zafir. The Zafir taking a lot of damage. Fanatical being put down to 50 health, but... with Legion getting the 1 point vote, it's really assisting Fanatical in this one-on-one. As he can take the long angles and win them. 10 seconds left and Pope's going for the frag here. He advances towards the Legion and gets taken out. 7-4. A really nice comeback from Complexity as Nexecute just threw rounds away on that attack. Just not watching the flanks, not using the air jabs, throwing it away. Really nice clutch game from Complexity.
No brain, they see everywhere.
Bro, they just fucking ran.
GG, well played, guys.
Fuck you guys are fucking shit at this game.
Yo, relax on the toxicity. You guys just...
You play so weird. Just saying.
Man said we play so weird.
You guys
to be honest, you guys... To be honest, Complexity played well that game, and Nexecute just didn't have it on the drones. Well played, guys. I'm gonna stop the stream now. GG. Have a nice day. Love you too. Have a nice day.
Thanks for casting.
Bye.
Oh yeah, Reed.
Wait, go on. What were you saying?
I've heard a lot of stuff about you.
Yeah, you probably have. I'm guessing you're friends with
Why does
Stacks.
everyone hate you?
Because I had beef with a lot of people in the community about a year ago, but it's all done with now.
A year ago?
Yeah, they don't forget easily. Trust me.
Jesus Christ.
It's all good, man.
Anyway, I'm gonna go now. All right, have a nice day, guys. Well played.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, goodbye. In a bit.